6 months with my shock therapy springs. How I feel about these? For the most part, I love them. They did take a little bit of work setting up, and I'll go over what I did. I rode a bunch of different trails in my area. I'm in the Northeast. We got lots of rocks, roots, mud holes, tight trails. I did spend some time quite a bit up more north, and the fire roads are better than some of the actual roads around here. They're like 4-lane highways. They're just beautiful. And it was a little bit different getting used to riding on such smooth trails. A little boring, but you can go quite a bit faster. Always weigh your speed limits. And I'm going to go over where I ended up with this. I adjusted the springs 4, maybe 5 times to get them right where I want them. And I'll show you guys where I have it set at now and how I got to that conclusion. The ride height in the front is almost exactly 15 inches. And you're going to adjust that with your ride height adjustment on the top of your shock. The front, the crossover ring to this cup, I have it set at about 1 3/4 inches. And that's both sides in the front. In the back, got about 15 1/4 inches where I'm running in the back. And between the crossover ring and cup here and the back, we're looking at about 1 7/8 inches. Shocks do help quite a bit in slow, like rockier terrain. If you didn't get a chance, check out the articulation review. It almost makes no difference with the sway bars attached, which is really nice too. You're getting about 15 inches. You can get the front tire off the ground before any of the other tires lift. Not quite the same in the back. It's kind of surprising what happens in the back. But if you get a chance, check out the articulation video. So this does help in rock crawling situations, getting over stumps and logs. My ride height is a little higher, I think, than factory spec. But because of the terrain I'm riding on, I like to have a little bit extra clearance to machine up higher due to deep mud holes, getting over obstacles in the trail, things like that. And it seems to work out better for my riding conditions. I think if I was someplace where I could go faster, maybe dunes, smoother trails, I'd lower it down a little bit. But for where I ride, having the ride height a little bit higher is quite nice. It's just more useful having that clearance on there. I don't really go that fast and turn real hard. The trails just don't allow it. But overall, these things rock. I loved the ability to tune the shocks to the kind of riding I was doing. And after you get used to it, it's not too bad. I'm pretty happy with where it's at right now. And you might not realize how great it is until you get into somebody else's machine that doesn't have these springs on it. It's like night and day. And if I can, 2 or 3 of my friends have the same exact machine. I'll let, another one of them try it out, see what they think, try and get a little bit broader spectrum review if I get a chance this season yet. But for the most part, I can't recommend these shocks enough. If you get them, I'm sure you'll love them.